A terrifying scream pierces the night. In a pitch-black room, a young woman fully dressed in normal clothes trembles with fear, her voice cracking as she cries for help. She clutches her phone, desperately pressing buttons, but it refuses to work. Strange, bone-chilling noises echo in the darkness, and before she can even move, something unseen violently drags her into the shadows. Meanwhile, far away at a sunny resort in Cancun, two American couples are enjoying their holiday. Amy sips a cocktail by the pool when suddenly she realizes her earring is missing. Out of nowhere, a German tourist named Matthias dives into the pool and returns it to her, grateful. Amy's group invites Matthias for a drink. He accepts and reveals a shocking truth: he didn't come here for fun, but to search for his missing brother who vanished 3 months ago. According to Matthias, his brother, a renowned archaeologist, was obsessed with finding an ancient Mayan queen's tomb. He vanished with his girlfriend at a mysterious dig site that doesn't even exist in any guidebooks. Intrigued, the group, burning with curiosity, agrees to join him the very next day. Later that night, Amy nearly leans in to kiss Matthias while her boyfriend Jeff is gone. Just as things spiral, her best friend Stacy pulls her back. The next morning, Amy wakes up with a pounding hangover, swearing she won't go. But Jeff convinces her otherwise. At the same time, Matthias and his friend Dmitri secretly copy the map his brother used and leave a copy behind with friends, as if they already sense danger ahead. The next day, their trip takes a sinister turn. Their hired guides refuse to answer calls and never show up. With no other option, they take a cab. But the driver's huge dog terrifies them. When the driver sees the map, his face goes pale. He flat out refuses to go further. Only after being offered more cash does he reluctantly agree, but he soon abandons them at the edge of the jungle, leaving them stranded. Nervous, the group knows Matthias' phone still works and he has the driver's contact card. They try flagging down other cars, but none stop. With no choice, they head into the thick jungle. After struggling for hours, they find a jeep belonging to Matthias' missing brother. Unease spreads instantly, yet they continue. At a pond, they stop to rest only to be met with a sight that sends chills down their spines. A group of Mayan children stand at a distance silently staring at them. When the group tries to talk, the kids give no reply. Soon, Matthias discovers another hidden path beneath heavy leaves. Amy senses something is wrong, but Jeff brushes it off. He insists archaeologists often hide their discoveries and forces them onward. After hours of struggle, they reach towering ruins that take their breath away. Amy, still in her modest dress, pulls out her camera for pictures while Matthias spots his brother's tent abandoned on top. Suddenly, a Mayan man on horseback rushes toward them, shouting in his language. His horse refuses to go near, trembling with fear. Jeff assumes money will calm him, but when he offers cash, the man refuses. 2 more Mayans appear, and after Matthias shows them a photo of his brother, they snatch his phone. In that tense moment, Amy accidentally steps onto strange plants while taking a photo. This sends the men into a rage, threatening to shoot. Believing they are angry about photographs, Dmitri foolishly steps onto the plants to recover the camera. This enrages the Mayans even more. When he tries to apologize and return the camera, an arrow pierces him, followed by a savage blow to the face, killing him instantly. To be continued. The group screams in terror and scrambles up the steep stairs of the ruins. The Mayans gather outside, surrounding them, but strangely they don't follow inside. At the summit, they find the archaeologists' camp abandoned, panic thick in the air. Nobody has service and Matthias' phone is gone with the Mayans. In the center, they find a dark shaft leading down. Matthias calls for his brother again and again until, to his horror, he uncovers his brother's lifeless body hidden under plants. Jeff watches in shock as Mayans set up camp around the ruins. It's clear no one will be allowed to leave. Meanwhile, Matthias begins swelling from a violent allergic reaction to the plants. The group debates their next move. Jeff insists rescue will come, while Amy grows restless, realizing hope is fading. Suddenly, a cell phone rings from deep inside the shaft. With no other choice, Matthias ties himself with a rope and the group lowers him with a lantern. But disaster strikes. The rope snaps. Matthias crashes into darkness. His cries echo. In panic, they lower Stacy, but the rope doesn't reach, so she unhooks and jumps. Glass slices into her knee and she screams in agony. Matthias moans that he can't feel his legs. Stacy yells up that his back might be broken and the stench below is unbearable. The group argues about bringing a stretcher, but Amy begs them not to move him. In desperation, she rushes to plead with the Mayans for help, but they only raise their weapons. Jeff drags her back, but in the struggle, Amy falls into the cursed plants. The Mayans erupt in horror, shouting. Furious, Amy hurls vines back at them. One strikes a child. Chaos explodes, and in the madness, the child is accidentally shot. Amy breaks into sobs while Jeff drags her away. Finally, the group realizes the terrifying truth. The Mayans are afraid of the vines. That's why Dmitri and the child died and why no one is allowed to escape. The plants themselves are the enemy. From here, the nightmare spirals into pure horror. Stacy and Matthias find vines writhing inside their wounds. The cursed plants begin mimicking human voices, tricking them into madness. Jeff, desperate to save Matthias, amputates his legs only for the severed limbs to be instantly consumed by the vines. Paranoia consumes Stacy. She becomes convinced the vines are crawling under her skin. She spirals into insanity, stabbing Eric by mistake, and eventually turns the knife on herself, ending her life in terror. In the final moments, Jeff sacrifices himself so Amy can escape. He charges at both Mayans and the monstrous vines, giving Amy her only chance to run. Amy sprints through the jungle as arrows slice past her. Covered in blood, exhausted and broken, she finds the jeep and starts it with the keys. Relief floods her face until pure horror takes over. In the mirror, she sees a vine slowly crawling across her face. By the next morning, Dimitri's friends finally reach the ruins, still calling his name, completely unaware of the nightmare that already awaits them.